Now, it's estimated that 1 in every 131 emails contain malware used to generate money from unsuspecting users, making us so vulnerable to schemes and scams, which is why it's time for us to #WiseUp.
We are brave, innovative, everywhere. We are SABREC.
Did you know that an estimated 78% of people claim to know the risks that come with clicking on malicious links and emails, yet a good portion of them still click on the links? With email hacking on a steady rise, you would think people would be more vigilant, but according to statistics, it can take businesses up to 6 months to even notice a breach on their systems, and by then it's already too late. We have SABREC CEO Kalyani Pillay in the loft to explain exactly how we can avoid email hacking altogether. Thank you so much for shedding such light on something that we all know about, we all hear about, we all get warned about. But is it true that cyber criminals need up to just 15 minutes to get into your emails, and they need as little as a cell phone number?
Well, certainly, you know, I think so long as they have a cell phone number, it gives them an opportunity to get as much information that they require. And unfortunately, people still respond to these calls. The cyber criminals actually use this opportunity, and they use social engineering. They create all kinds of emotional turmoil sometimes in people, you know, just to frighten them. And of course, in that way, they try and solicit all of the information that they require. Unfortunately, the public are still responding to this. They're still giving out their passwords, their phone numbers, and all kinds of things. And so these types of criminals just need a little bit of additional information that enables them to go in and get access to your email account. And of course, once they have access to the email, once they take over a particular person's email, they start sending out emails. They could send emails out to your bank account manager, asking them to transfer monies from your account to, of course, their accounts or accounts under their control.
They kind of have free reign.
Absolutely, and that's why it's just so important. You know, it's just one of the things that they can do, but certainly something that we all have to be absolutely careful about all the time.
Yeah. So if I, unfortunately, am a victim, what are some of the warning signs that are like blinkers for me to pay attention and hope I could be hacked?
Sure. I think some of the things that you need to take note of to know whether, in fact, you have been a victim of an email hacking is you may start suddenly receiving a whole lot of email messages, you know, saying, why are you sending out spam to my account? So what happens is that the hacker, once they take over the account, starts sending out a whole lot of emails to people, hoping that there would be this kind of response. You could also find that suddenly you're not receiving any emails, and you ought to wonder why. The other thing is that you could possibly find that if you go into your sent items, and we often say this to people, when you log onto your machine, you should actually go into your sent box and look to see whether there are emails that went out that you actually didn't send.
That you don't recognize.
Yes, because if the person has taken over your account and they're sending out mails, they may forget to delete them. And then also you may find that some of your emails have gone missing. You may also find that you're getting messages saying that of non-delivery of emails, or that emails have bounced, and then these are mails that you actually haven't sent out. So you obviously those are the things that would give you the hint that you could possibly have been hacked.
Yeah, that there's something to pay attention to.
Yes, absolutely.
There's a misconception that people who are big in power or people with celebrity status are immune to this email hacking because maybe their public profile is just so big. How problematic can this mindset be?
Well, look, it's actually anybody who could be a victim of an email hacking attack. But of course, criminals will obviously go to those that they think they would get greater access to funds, because that's what they want at the end of the day. I mean, the hacking into a person's email account, there are random instances of where it could be for espionage or some other reason, but most often it's because they want to get access to funds, to money. And so, but everybody could be a potential victim. It doesn't matter what your social status is. But I think the important thing is to know that criminals will look for any opportunity, and if the opportunity presents itself, that they will always make sure that they take it. So I think, you know, irrespective, we should all be constantly vigilant about our personal information and our accounts.
And quickly, if I find that my email has been hacked, what do I do now?
Well, of course, you need to go into your settings on your system and look to see if changes have been made. If there have been, of course, delete them all and just reset everything. Make sure that you change your password, that you set a password that's actually a difficult one to guess, that somebody wouldn't guess it easily. You may have to send out emails to everybody that received emails while your account was hacked to let them know that that was actually not you and that they should ignore all of those mails, because you should have all of those details on your computer. And also get somebody to actually have a look at your computer. Take it to somebody who's reputable, somebody who understands and who has the knowledge to actually check to see that nothing else has been changed, and make sure that you download the latest antivirus and anti-malware software, so that you can at least protect yourself.
Protection is key. Thank you so much. These SABREC sessions are helping me so much. I just keep
that's
learning.
great. Yeah.
More and more people are losing money to fraud, scams, and schemes. When it comes to changing bank account details, it's just no exception. Tune in next week when Keliani explains how fraudulent change of bank account detail scams work, so that you don't become a victim.
We are brave, innovative, everywhere. We are SABREC.